Wake up, wake up, it's time to rise and sing the praise of Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah. It's time to rise, to sing, to shout, to bring him all your heart. He'll do the bigger part, if you will only make a start. It's time to give him all your heart, and only you can make a start. Wake up!
Welcome to an 8-part inspirational devotional series entitled The NEWSTART Solution. For 8 consecutive days, we will be talking about the greatest long-term solution to health-related problems, especially during this time of pandemic. As you wake up each day and have your 7 minutes with God, you will be blessed with great suggestions, proven viewpoints, and experiential facts regarding the best solution for health crisis in these pandemic times. Again, the NEWSTART Solution. Joining you in this timely devotional is Brother Noy Gonzaga, your online inspirational evangelist and health lecturer, ready to be God's humble mouthpiece for this moment. For our opening offering, let us talk about nutrition. N in NEWSTART stands for nutrition. So that we will not be lost in the enormity of this topic, we will focus our inspirational learning in 4 questions. Question number 1. What are the best nutritional options during this time of pandemic? Question number 2. What is the purpose of eating regularly? Question number 3. What should be the right timing for our daily meals? Question number 4. What should be avoided to minimize lifestyle diseases? Before we continue, let us first meditate upon this biblical passage located in 1 Corinthians 10:31, and it says, "Whether therefore you eat or you drink or whatever you do, do it all to the glory of God." Friends, what if the act of eating that we think will make us healthy is also the same act that will bring danger to our lives? Remember, 2 principles apply here. Principle number 1, the act of doing wrong will really result to something wrong. It cannot result to something right. And principle number 2, too much of everything is always bad. During this time of pandemic, let us analyze what is really our nutritional needs. Foremost, we should understand that there is a need to boost our immune system. That is why most doctors today will order sodium ascorbate with zinc, or in layperson's term, vitamin C with zinc. Because zinc is really good in boosting the immune system. However, do you know that naturally we can boost our immune system by eating fruits and vegetables? Fruits are natural sources of vitamin C, which is the primary enhancers also of our immune system. Vegetable, on the other hand, provides the other nutrients that are needed by the other body parts so to have complete nourishment of the system. So it is very basic that in our meals, at least we can have a vegetable preparation and a fruit to aid our natural body immunity. Now, if you have recovered or is recovering from any infections, flu, bacterial onsets, and maybe some viral conditions, this is a way to help our body. We can increase our protein intake. Why? Because protein are healers of our tissue injury. This food property helps in the continuous recovery of parts of our body hit by some infections or microorganism in the process of sickness. So having a glass of milk or including legumes, beans, and soya in our diet help in the body recovery process. Now, the next point we will be tackling is, why do we need to eat regularly? Well, your body, my body, is just like a big machine. There needs to be fuel and gasoline so that the machine will run and will be protected from untoward disturbances. Now, some parts of our body work for 24 hours. Some of them are heavily labored when we are awake. But the good thing about this is, these body parts are designed to receive their food allocation only 3 times a day. And the body through designated organs, will be the one in charge to equally distribute the food needed for 24 hours. If there are gaps in our eating pattern, some parts of the body will not be nourished, and that will mean sluggishness of function and weakness of specific systems of the body. Often, this will be generally felt as headache, stomach ache, weakness, or lethargy. So we want our body to be 100% functional. That is why we need to eat 3 times a day, especially during these times wherein our body is not only working to let our cells exist, but also to protect our body from viral infestations, which is caused by this present pandemic. So our next focus is, are there really suggested time for our meals? Well, fortunately, yes. Breakfast time should be 6 to 8 a.m. Lunch should be 11 to 1 p.m. Dinner should be 6 to 8 p.m. Well, after 8 to 10, our body deserves to rest, for it will have a full-time function again the next day. Night and day distances of food intake is very important so that there will be complete and finished digestion, meaning there will be no food residue that may cause infection and ulcers if the stomach will stop digesting and there are still contents remaining there. Sad thing is, even late at night, some people eat great amounts of food. That in itself is a great punishment to the digestive organs and to the whole body, making our immunity lower and lower. Now, the last concern that we will be addressing has something to do with lifestyle diseases. So there are 2 greatest and most feared lifestyle diseases now. Number 1, hypertension, and number 2, diabetes. These are the 2 greatest lifestyle diseases. So first, let us associate hypertension with its food causes. Well, that would be easy. Hypertension is related to oil and fat intake. That means food related to meat and flesh and food preparation that is oozing with oil, cream, butter, and other condiments are related to this problem. Now let us go to diabetes. The primary food causes will always be rice and sweet sugary intake. So compounding the food causes of these 2 great lifestyle diseases, we can name rice, sweet foods, oil preparation, and meat. So it is then very easy to say that to be away from diabetes and hypertension, let us maintain a diet free of these foods. So we can control rice intake and have some rice substitute, fruits, vegetables, protein-rich servings, and what is important is, the manner of how we cook our food should not be very oily. Oftentimes, healthy food, when they are cooked in a very unhealthy way, they end up unhealthy or not healthy. Example of this is, why do we fry vegetables if you can eat them raw or blanched? Well, take for example this chop suey. You put oil. Whereas if you blanch this and eat this raw, it is still food. It is still nice. Why involve oil in cooking when a plain boiled food with only water as the solvent can be a healthier option? So it is not only the wrong choice of food that can let us end up with lifestyle diseases, it is also the wrong kind of food preparation and the wrong kind of cooking. Today, while facing the pandemic, it is very important that we stay away from lifestyle diseases. If we have them already, let us ask our doctors to control it, and from then on, apply healthy nutritional practices. Remember, when the virus of this pandemic hit us, what will make us more ill is our present lifestyle condition. So it is a must that prevention of lifestyle diseases or prevention of its aggravation, if we already have it, should be practiced to have a better chance of standing our ground with the viral pandemic. Truly, the prevention, cure, and rehabilitation of our bodies all rest in our decisions and logical thinking as human beings. Nutrition is one of the means to really boost up our immune system. With a healthy immune system, we are not promised that we will not be infected with the revolving virus, but we are assured that our body can fight better and more effective en route to recovery and victory. I hope this very moment, you have gained something from our 7 Minutes with God 8-part inspirational devotional series entitled New Start Solution. This day, we have discovered that one of the solutions to our health crisis, especially in the viral pandemic era, is a good understanding and implementation of nutritional practices and contents. It is always a mantra in natural health that let us first do our part in making ourselves healthy, and by doing so, God will do the rest. Let us heed the counsel written in 1 Timothy 4:38, and it says, God created food to be received with prayers of thanks by those who believe and know the truth. So in this verse, there are 3 things we need to do. Number 1, produce food. Number 2, pray for the food. And number 3, believe that the food will make you healthy. Friends, even with all the guidance of God, the clear writings of His prophet, Ellen G. White, our tendencies as humans of doing what is not nutritionally right is still there. Our human frailties even block our spiritual logic. We have completed our first of 8 parts in our inspirational devotional series entitled New Start Solutions. N in New Start stands for nutrition. This is still an advocacy and inspirational sharing through morning devotionals, which we will always want to start our day right. And there is no greater way of starting great than to have a 7 Minutes with God this moment. Have a healthy and happy life, everyone.
Wake up, wake up, it's time to rise and sing the praise of Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah. It's time to rise, to sing, to shout, to bring Him all your heart. He'll do the bigger part if you will only make a start. Wake up!